Hey, what's up everyone? Vegetarian Zombie here again, and we are back with 7 Days to Die. And as you can see, I am heading towards the worksite again. I had just logged on to prepare to record this episode, and another random wave of zombies sort of found my base. And I decided to just do a little investigating, so I built a ladder and I went up to the top of my reinforced concrete, and well, I had forgot I had left some wooden frames up there. And I was completely unarmed. I just wanted to look at the zombies, and they all just raced up the wooden frames and had me for breakfast. Well, that sounds like bad news, but it gave me the ability to respawn at my old temporary base and just sort of fill up my inventory just on all these things here. So, it was a plus. It was a negative, but it was a plus. So, what can you do? So we're heading back. We're going to try and make a good effort at doing some building, and then once building the house, and hopefully we'll get a lot done tonight. I have no idea what time of day, like where the days last. I think tonight might be a horde night, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll probably have to just end up back at my other base, but we'll try to get as much as we can done in this episode before night falls. So before I dig in, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop recording, get my inventory all managed, and we'll do some building. I'll see you then. Okay, and we are back. Since the last time I spoke, I've been doing a bit of inventory management, getting everything organized and so forth. And it looks like I got a few stragglers out here. I've aggroed them, but they're nowhere to be seen. I wonder if these are like DayZ invisible zombies. So I'm just going to ignore them for now. Hopefully they'll show up. I'm guessing it's one crawler, but we'll see. So what I have to do here is we're going to keep on building this flooring, and I've made myself a ton of frames, and believe it or not, even this, I think it was like over 100 frames I made, but that's not gonna do. I'm gonna need a lot more. All right, so let's get these. Oh, I'm out of wood, it looks like, so we're gonna make some more wood. Can always use more wood, like so. All right, just like that. I feel like I'm on a home improvement show. Well, I didn't mean to upgrade those, but that will be the intent. A little later, I'm going to probably make this all a metal iron floor. That way they won't be able to, really, if they break in, it's going to be much harder for them, but that's more of that's later down the road. Okay, the next thing we're going to want to do is add some more frames here. Like so, and we're just going to continue building the wall. I hear one. So it's nice, I'm starting to feel a little bit safer here. Now granted, oh jeez, we got some... I had to take out this grass. This isn't working for me. Let's see, did I bring... Here, we'll use an axe. I was playing, the other night, and granted... Wow, this is some thick grass here. And I was getting They had completely... The zombies had come up through here, but it's really nice not to worry about the backside here. Now, granted, if the zombies come from this direction, they're going to be able to really tear apart that wall very easily. So it's actually what I should do instead of focusing on this side. I should really focus on this side. Oh, man. Nothing like taking out this grass. Let's hope I don't destroy the axe in the process. Here we go. I'm probably going to get attacked from behind. So I was reading the dev blog the other day about 7 Days to Die, and it seems like they're making a lot of progress on it. They're planning on, or they're testing out Unity 5. And Unity 5 includes a whole new shader system, which is called physical-based shaders. And the results for just porting this over to Unity 5 has been really nice. There's a lot more. The shadows are much nicer, and I believe they're getting a performance boost too. So when this comes out on Unity 5, it's going to be a nice, a real nice visual upgrade. As well, it's going to probably run a little bit better, because this does have some performance issues. As if you played this for any amount of time, you will have known. For me, I just hope they fix the sound. I have a hard time really deciphering where a lot of these guys are coming from. Oh, there he is. Okay, that makes sense. So they've just been... Hey, buddy. So, hopefully the Unity stuff will work out well. I haven't played with Unity 5. I've done a lot of work with Unity 4. And I have access to Unity 5, but... I'm kind of a believer of sort of waiting until software... Oh, look at this. Well, this will work. I'm a believer of just sort of waiting until software is out of beta. I don't like doing bug reports, bug testings, or any of that stuff. Same when it comes to when games come out, when they have public betas and stuff like that. Not a big fan of that either. I know some people love it, and definitely, if you love it, by all means, do it. But, well, I hear footsteps. But for the most part, it's like I have so little time these days now that the idea of beta testing is too much to ask, unless I'm intimately part of the project. Oh, okay, I can't. There we go. And you know what we're gonna do? Let's see. We're gonna iron this up. There we go. So this is our defense, our first line of defense when the zombies come through. Now I'm curious to know how the spitter zombies are going to make do with this. I mean, we're going to see, because once this wall is breached, then we're going to have a whole lot of problems. Oh, man. All right, let's go up here. I might have to make this another edge higher. I don't feel like digging this thing out anymore, so... I keep on aggroing these guys. So there's one up there. I wonder if the other one's up there too. Yeah, so if you're interested in learning about it, I highly suggest you check out the 7 Days to Die Tumblr. It's full of chock full of juicy details about their engine implementation, things that they're working on, their renderings, and so forth. It's a little bit geeky, so if you don't have any sort of 3D experience, it may be a little bit. But I mean, they try to make it a little interesting, so if you don't have experience, but it is on the technical side. But it's really interesting. And definitely worth checking out, especially to see where the game is going. So, I keep hearing footsteps. Oh, I wonder if this is another horde. Ugh. Seems like hordes come all the time now. They went from coming just a little bit to coming almost every single day. Man, I don't feel like fighting a horde. Last time I fought one, it didn't end very... So, if I make this one... Well, the problem is if I make this higher, they're going to be able to jump up here. So I have to make this 2 steps higher, which kind of stinks. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make this all three high. Okay. I hear the horde. Let's see, where we got? Yeah. Isn't good? It sounds like I hear footsteps on wood. Alright, there we go. So she got over relatively easy. Yeah, so that's what we're going to have to do. I don't want them to be able to climb up. Oh. Was that it? Oh, that wasn't so bad. It's hard to believe it's 3:32, and I'm like, I haven't made any progress on this, or any meaningful progress. I was hoping to get the second floor up, but having seen the zombies just completely fill in this area, it seems more important to get the defensive area done first. But I'm also reaching another problem too, design-wise, is that I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to enter this building yet. So maybe what I'll do is I'll make a front door. Alright. Since I always come from this direction, it would make sense that a front door would be over here. Alright, let's add this. And we're going to add this. And what I'll do, how about right there? Sort of lines up with that centerpiece there, so like so. And we'll keep on building this up. So I could have actually two doors. So this would be the inner and this is the outer, or this is the inner. Ah. It's too much to think on the fly. Alright, we'll seal these in. And there we go. Looking good. And then I'm going to have to take out these spikes, because I'm going to make this, since I'm going to make this 3 high all around. There we go, and that's the outer wall. Can't really see very well. Look at this down here. I'm going to have to fill that in. There we go. Ah, this grass is killing me. Not bad. Again, this isn't going to be... There's going to be nothing. The zombies will be able to walk right to this, so that's why I have to really reinforce this. I think this is the highest I can go. And we'll make this one more up. Let's get some more frames. So if you didn't know, the 7 Days to Die was a Kickstarter game that I think it was 2014. I'm not too sure. Well, there's just a news report. A forum user on NeoGAF forums recently compiled all the Kickstarter projects. I think it was from 2014 to present. And the results were really interesting. Basically, out of all the lists he compiled, the completion rate is, I think it was, I'm not too sure. It's not that high. Most early access games, well, all of them have missed their deadlines. And from that time period, well, let me give a little background. He basically he went through Kickstarter on projects that made more than $40,000, I think. And all of them missed their deadlines. And I think it was maybe 20 of them completely failed. And most of them were just still in this nebulous phase of development. And that's kind of where 7 Days to Die is. But 7 Days to Die, I have to say, the development team has done a really nice job of communicating what their intentions are and stuff. So this is... Oh, here we go. I don't want to use all my... So they were listed in the positive side, but wow, it's kind of interesting to see these games just crash and burn. You know, these developers who maybe are making their first game, their ambitions are much higher than what they thought they could provide, and yeah, some of them have spectacularly crashed. Most notable was a game called A Stomping Ground. That game, I believe... Whoa. All right. Well, I think that's right. That game was about, I think, fighting with dinosaurs, a survival game with the dinosaurs and stuff like that. They were looking for $20,000, and they only got They got like $100,000, and yeah, yay, they can make their project, but they just, I guess, didn't really have that much project management experience or what have you, but the project ended up going dark, and now one of the artists hasn't been paid, and he said he's not going to work on it anymore, and there's a lot of outrage. So it always, definitely if you're going to kickstart, do your research. Make sure these guys can finish their games. But I was skeptical about this game. This was on Greenlight, Project Greenlight, I think, on Steam. And I gave it a thumbs up. I told them I'd definitely buy it if it came out. And it took me a while to get it. And when I did get it, I was sort of disappointed because it was a pre-rendered world. And I don't want pre-rendered... Like on a sandbox game like this, a voxel-based sand game, you don't want a pre-rendered world. You want to have a random world with lots of, being different every time you play it. And they ultimately did that, and it's been, I've been really pleased with the game. Things that get me a little tired are the forests and the rolling hills. I don't know if it's about their algorithm or what, but it's you can see it once you play it, once you're in one forest, you can sort of see them all. And what they're directly addressing that in this next update. So that's awesome, So cheers to them and stuff. I'm just curious to know what their finished game is going to look like, because as far as alphas go, I mean, this is pretty good. It's for the most part stable. I have no crashes. Granted, it needs a lot of performance updates, but that comes down later. But I'm curious to know what other mechanics they plan on adding. There we go. So this one's a little bit high. That looks kind of cool right there. Huh. I would keep that. No, but no, they can't. They can't get up there. Yeah, I'm tempted to leave that as is. All right, so we come out down over here. Oh, we got the grass. But yeah, so we got two sides of our wall set up here, and that looks kind of cool there too. So, whoops, gotta fix that. Here I am talking about the game. I wonder if I'm out of scrap metal. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some more. And this is looking good. Alright, I don't want to use my axe. Oh, that guy is driving me nuts. It's like, come on, buddy. Excuse me, just attack. You want to attack. Okay, so that's that over there. And let's add these walls here. Okay, so it's getting 6 o'clock. I'm going to have to head back. Wow, this wasn't as productive as a day as I wanted it to be. Isn't that the truth about everything, though? Excuse me. And do we have an enclosure? Look at this. Now this is nice and all, so we have the beginnings of their interior of our house. But this thing would not hold up at all. Let's see. There we go. One thing I hope they fix the craft time, fix the crafting bug that makes you lose your stuff if you quit the game. Once they fix that, then I'll put the craft timers back in again. So yeah, look at this. We got the outside. Now, granted, this is still really fragile. Of a house. Yeah, I really like that. It's got this nice looking side to it. So, maybe I will take that. Make those match it. I'm gonna have to do some work. I'm gonna have to take those out anyway, or I'm gonna have to take out that side. And either, it's not easy no matter which way you go. So. Alright, let's start working on here. Oh, that's right, I had to take out the grass, too. Alright, so I don't have Yeah, do I have some? Yes. Let's take some of these. And we'll do this. Whoops. Yeah, let's maybe 150. Here are metal strips. These will fix your items. Here we go. You never want to wear your tools all the way down. It's much cheaper to actually to just repair the item instead of collecting iron ore and so forth. Here we go. Alright, we got those out of the way, and it is 6:30, so it's getting kind of late. We're getting close. Wow. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I guess, you know, the grass is an entity itself, which makes the block float on it, but it still looks kind of weird. It's tough when you're working in grassy areas and you're doing a build like this. There we go. And let's add this one up here. This way the bad guys won't come in. Whereas on the other side, they'll just tear their way through. So I'm going to have to get some iron. Ah! Yeah, I wonder where that woman zombie is. Now here's the problem. I have to get back. Oh man. I have to get back to my temporary house. I can't come here. The horde's gonna tear this place to pieces. So I gotta prepare. And I'm almost out of food. I'm out of water. Actually, I'm kind of in a bad state right now. So I have about 2 hours game time. All right, let's grab some rations. And we'll grab some food like so. And I took my pot last time, so I gotta grab that. And let's see, we need some bullets. I have my hunting rifle. And I think I have my sniper rifle over there. So that should cover me now. I gotta get into the habit of always closing these things. Alright, so I'm gonna close off the build today. I'm gonna head back and I'm gonna prepare for the onslaught. And like I said, this is looking good. This wouldn't handle a feral horde, but it's getting close to where it can. You know, there'll still be problems with spider zombies, which we're going to have to fix. We're going to have to put some trussing or something like that over, but I don't have any time. I'm going to starve a little bit. Oh, wait a minute, I got some rations on me. This is my panic race to follow the sun. Let's chow that down. This will get me going. Hey, buddy. There's also, looking at the dev blog, there's something also called a feral zombie. And it looks pretty wild, so we're going to get a new zombie mode. And I think that's what they're going to be doing, is adding the new animations that they took. A few months ago, they did a lot of motion capture. So they're going to update all the zombies. Zombie. They're going to update all the zombies' motions and stuff like that. And that's kind of needed. I kind of hope that they redo all of the zombie stuff. You know, I mean, there's still a pretty big variety of zombies, but it would be nice if you had maybe, instead of, I think, the 50 or 12 zombies they have, it'd be nice if there was like 30 different. And they don't have to be, for me, they don't have to be special types of zombies. You know, we have the spider zombies, we have the spider zombies, we have the cop zombies and so forth. It'd be nice if they were just regular more zombies, you know? So, all right. Well, this is where we ended off now. It's 8 o'clock. There's plenty of time for me to get back to the house. Should get there any minute now. And then hopefully it's going to be a quiet night, but I'm going to plan otherwise. So when I next pick up, we're going to finish the outside of the wall. What I'll do is I'll take out those, or I'll make the fix with the iron spike, the big spikes. Figure out what to do there. I also have to do a lot more tree cutting down, so I'll do that off camera as well, because that's just boring to watch. And we'll keep on doing that, and soon I've been collecting a bit of paper. Once we get the external side of the house done, I think we're going to make a trip to one of the cities there, and we'll go on a paper run. We'll also see if we can find some supplies and so forth. You know, just break it up a little bit. All right, so that's the end of this episode. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this. If you've enjoyed this, feel free to give this a like, or just if you'd like to see regular updates, you know, you can always subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I post a new one. I also do other series like Wolfenstein, 7 Days to Die, and I am doing 7 Days to Die. And other things. You can check out the rest of the channel. If you're interested in making games, I highly suggest you check out my Intro to Twine series. If you're interested in interactive fiction, it's probably a really easy way for you to start doing game development without having to getting sort of artists involved and so forth. And you can just make your own game within 20 minutes or so. So, any case, here we are. We're back at the base. Again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode.